Yes. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is our February 27th MilSpouse Cutters Chapter Leader meeting, and we are here to talk about, I have nothing on our agenda. I've been really horrible, actually. So, no, I have the hackathon to talk about. And Mercedes and I are trying to do a San Diego chapter. We're still trying to figure out a date and time. We emailed her. She didn't email us back. So maybe
she's a little slow. I may, if I get a chance tomorrow or the next day, to stop in and just reconnect with her. My son's coming home for spring break here on Monday. Maybe I'll drag him down there with me because that 20-year-old needs to see what mom's doing. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
The hackathon, we decided to have it in San Diego. I volunteered. I do not know why I did that because I don't have the time. Why did I do that? You know, you're thinking like, oh, I'll do it next year. It'd be great. And now I'm like, oh, I don't think I have the time to do this. But let's see what happens. If you want to see what's going on in our planning, it's Hackathon Community. Oh wait, let me see where it is. Our Slack channel is called Hackathon Committee. Yes, that's what it's called, and I will copy that.
It's Hackathon Committee with an underscore between the two words.
Correct. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So we just been talking about it, and we kind of talked about going to Disneyland afterwards, and then we talked about why don't we just have it at Disneyland. So I have to, I don't know if that's going to happen, but our plan B is the USO in San Diego probably, or a WeWork. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to remember. I'm starting a task list of things to do. WeWork community.
The USO is a really small building, so unless they have some hidden rooms somewhere and it's like the TARDIS, they won't have room for us. I don't think for a big hackathon. Yeah, for a multi.
Okay, so we'll make a note here. Small space. But we're going to try to do Disneyland and see if they'll help sponsor us as well. I have to write a proposal, which I am not good at doing, so maybe I'll ask Carolee to do that for me. And just talk about partnerships and sponsorships. That's something that I will work on with people who I talk to. And yeah, or like if you have any contacts in the world, like if you're with the USAA or the USO or any other organization that likes to donate, just say, hey, we're doing a hackathon. Would you like to donate swag or money or possible volunteers? So we'll see how that goes. We should, Millie. We should absolutely ask Freedom Learning Group since you work for them. That will be your task, Millie. I'm going to add that to the list, and Millie, that is all yours. Thank you. So we're going to create a new page. And this is going to be called sponsorships. And partnerships. And delete. So we're going to do FLG. And, oops, this is fly. That's not what it is, FLG. And we're going to assign this to Millie. So talk to them, see if they're interested in doing something with us. And see if not started, and see if they want to donate some time and energy. I'm gonna go. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I work for Alaska Airlines, so I will ask them to sponsor us as well. Oh, I should add that to the list. Sorry, guys, this is a really Alaska.
And Joanne, if I recall correctly, the unofficial official date is November 8th and 9th for the
correct.
hackathon.
That is correct, yeah. I will put my name on this one. Yeah, that's what I should put on the top of this. Hackathon 2019, 11/8 to 11/9/2019. Okay, that is the date. So yeah, we want to do more of a family type of hackathon. So we're going to have workshops. We're going to have a code along, of course, and I'm going to ask Sabio, which is located in Los Angeles, if they would teach an intro to computer. I think it's intro to computer programming or intro to computer science, but it's an intro class, and I'm going to ask them if they could teach a workshop for 4 to 6 hours for that one. I will add that to my list right now. This is why I have you guys, because I'm just like, need another one.
And the 8th and 9th, that's a Friday, Saturday. Is this going to be like last time where it starts like Friday afternoon and then it goes all day Saturday and then we're POW?
Yeah, we need to talk about that because I want to be able to help. I want the international people, the overseas people, to be able to participate, because I don't think it's fair that they need to wake up at 2 a.m. to come on, you know what I mean? Or stay up till, 11 o'clock at night to join. So I don't know how people do this, and I don't know if it's been done before. So I'll need help brainstorming about how we can do this. Like, do we have 2 sessions? Do we have a normal session that starts at 8 a.m. till 5, and then have another night session that starts at 5 p.m.? Because 5 p.m. typically will hit the internationals overseas. That's why we have the meetings at night. You know what I mean? The only one I think that is a little bit off is Europe. Because if Leah in Germany were to join, it'd be 2 a.m. right now for her. So it would be better for her to start at the 8 o'clock meeting. So I wonder if we should try to do 2 sessions, you know what I mean? And whoever is an overseas person, like Millie or even Leah, she's a chapter lead in Germany. Who else is over there? Karen's in Yokosuka. You know what I mean? We'll have certain chapter leads who are overseas that could kind of like oversee. And then for the code along, we could have it recorded for the morning session and replay it for the night. So they don't have to teach it. They just have to replay it and then be available for questions. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Yeah, so I feel very behind on this hackathon. Like, we don't even have a location. I mean, we have a date. That's good. But we don't have a location. We don't have, I'm not too worried about sponsorships or partnerships, only because we actually did pretty well with we didn't even get that many donations. We got the donation of the space and just like a little bit of money, but we were able to hold a hackathon like on bare bones. You know what I mean? So not that I want a bare bones hackathon, but it's doable. Does that make sense? Like, even if we didn't have partners, it's nice to have partners, but it's not going to break us if we don't. That's what I want to try to say. It won't break us if we don't. Let's see who just joined us. Hey Carly, what's up? We're just talking about the hackathon and how I'm really behind and I shouldn't have volunteered to offer to do it in San Diego.
Don't volunteer. Everybody knows better than that.
I know. I'm like, we'll do it in San Diego next year. I don't have any I have absolutely no free time, but let's go ahead and just plan a hackathon.
You don't need to do anything. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
Yeah, but we're talking about sponsorships. We're thinking of doing it in Disneyland. We're thinking of maybe doing it in the USO. Because I think that'd be kind of fun. Like, if you're gonna go with your family, you might as well be able to do like a vacation / hackathon.
I'm not going anywhere with my family. What are you talking about?
You're just leaving them behind. You're like, see ya.
Business. It's all business.
You're like, this is work. Can't take it. Nope.
No, I gotta concentrate. You guys are gonna make me lose focus, and
we're talking about splitting the hackathon into 2 sections. So we could hit international people and overseas people. Mm-hmm. So like 8 to 5 for the normal US time zone. And I'm going to ask the lady from Sabio. She teaches a coding school in LA. Mm-hmm. And so she could either go to Orange County or down to San Diego. It's, an hour and a half either way for her. And then we would record her session and replay it for the night people. And then have the chapter leaders like Millie, Leah, and Karen in Yokosuka help field questions. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. One of the ideas I had was to do like a fighting robot, like build one prior and
Oh, I
then
love
bring it.
robots that fight. That's just the
Yeah.
only way to fight, I think.
And then bring your fighting robot as a one of those fun things to do as a family. You start it before you go to the hackathon, and then you bring it to battle. Oh, that'd be so fun if we did all the military branches, like Navy bot versus Air Force bot versus Army bot.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
I might have to bring my family. No family.
You know what I mean? I mean, if we had enough people in different branches that did, that would be kind of fun actually to see.
I could have the retired Army bot and be a little old man. He's really broken.
Old man.
A lot of facial hair, overgrown hair, broken.
But the official date will be November 8th and 9th. We just had to pick a date because the longer that we talked about it, it wasn't going to happen. So that's the date that we just picked.
Okay.
Because Autumn's going to have her baby in September. She really wants to come to this.
Okay. Yeah.
And we needed to give her some time to recover. So
I'll have to bring my youngest then because the 8th is his birthday.
Oh yeah.
So just forget everybody else.
Yeah.
Although that's our birthday. We got like 3 my birthday, my husband's Chris's birthday, and then my husband's birthday like in span of like 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
We got all the birthday week. So maybe I'd have to bring my family.
Yeah. I mean, if we did it at Disneyland, that'd be ideal. And then those are really cheap. Not the Disneyland resort hotels, but the ones right across the street are like for military discounts, only like $100, $110 a night.
Yeah, I was gonna say what military stuff is there.
Yeah, and so
what's the?
You actually get it. We're hoping maybe Disney might donate the space, the room for us, so we maybe buy tickets to get in. You know what I mean? We'll see. I don't know. That's something that I need to do.
I used to work for Disney, so
what? You have connections, Carly, girl.
You just put on the charm and you say everything with a smile and you're super happy and usually
you have connections with Disney?
I do. Yeah, I worked for the Disney store, but I also worked in Disney World in Magic Kingdom. So I worked there. I did the Walt Disney World College program. I have my doctorate. I skipped the masters and I went to the doctorate. Yes. So yeah, I went through the business training program. It was awesome. So
okay, I need to give this to you then because you have connections.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Ask them for Disneyland, November 8th and 9th.
Okay.
Tell them that we're military and we want all of it for free.
Yes. How can I work this?
We're really discounted, and you know what I mean?
I gotta find some paper.
Mm-hmm. And these are why I have these meetings. This is the great thing about military spouses. We have so many connections.
We do.
No idea that you had your doctorate. Okay. What is it called again?
My doctorate. Yes, in the college program, you can get your master's or you could get your doctorate. And the doctorate just required just additional writing, essentially, and experiences and looking for things and in a business aspect and customer service aspect. So yes, I have my doctorate and I have my mouse ears with my little graduation tassel.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. I still have them. It's from like 1999 to 2000. I was there for 2000. I worked an 18-hour day in the Magic Kingdom on New Year's Eve. 18-hour day.
That does not sound magical to me.
By the end, I was done. They're like, Carly, you can go home. I was like, I've been here 18 hours. Can I go? Can I go? They're like, bye. And then you can't leave the park because they shut down the roads around the Magic Kingdom because they do fireworks 360. So I don't know if it's the same thing in Disneyland. But yeah, there's fireworks all around the park, so they have to shut all the roads down. So I couldn't go anywhere. I was off work, but I couldn't go anywhere.
Wow.
Sorry, sidebar. Didn't mean to join your meeting and then just kind of just destroy it. So, okay.
That'd be great if you could ask.
So, cool. 8th and 9th.
It's a Friday, Saturday in November.
Disneyland. Mm-hmm. And this is for the hackathon.
Our second annual hackathon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At Disneyland. So you're looking for hotel. You're looking for conference room.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we could do the hotels because Disney hotels are expensive. They're
super expensive.
So
Even with the military discount, because I know in Disney World there is
mhm.
the green, what's the name of that resort? It's military only. So I don't know if Disneyland has a military only
No, they don't. They have
location.
partnering hotels.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like I had a price sheet. I dropped it in the hackathon committee Slack channel. We were talking about that if you want to help
Okay.
but it's like 109 at the Best Western. I stayed at that one. It's like literally across one of the entrances across
Okay.
the street.
Okay.
And so it's easy to walk to. It's
I've only been to Disneyland once.
mm-hmm.
I tell you, Disney World. Can we switch to Orlando?
I wouldn't mind, but we just don't have anybody. We don't have any locals. And do we?
I know.
We
Is it
know. We
local?
don't even have a chapter there. We don't have
No.
a chapter. And if
Okay.
I had a chapter leader there, I might consider it, but we don't. I think that's hard to plan at a location where we don't even have a physical person.
Yeah, it sounds like it would have to be all off-site.
Mm-hmm.
But we can try. I would try Disney first.
Yeah.
To see what kind, because they do a lot of, they host a lot of different conferences and big groups that come in.
Yeah.
Granted, we wouldn't be a huge group, but
yeah.
I'll see. Okay, I'll start looking into that.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else is going on? Oh, so I usually get for some. I don't know if I'm not sure what Conrad's doing with their operation code, but anytime there's a military spouse that has a company that needs people, they're like, "Oh, talk to Tuan." Like, I don't know where they think that I have all these people who are CTOs. Like and I'm just like, I don't think our members are quite CTO level. You know what I mean? I think they could do it easily, but I just don't. But like, I've had 2 different companies in the last month ask. They specifically want military spouses because they are military spouse. They are military spouses. So, oh no, I take it back. That one family group one, which does React and Firebase, and React is kicking my butt, Carly. It doesn't make sense to me for some reason.
I've had a hard time, but I may have figured something out, so we can conference later.
Okay.
I
think I'm almost over the hump, almost, but I'm just like, yeah. I'm starting to build small stuff, and I'm like,
my instructor for the class doesn't even know what he's doing, and so far, at least half the class has dropped it.
No, I'm not. You know what? I am not surprised. React is not.
It's not user-friendly, and there's so much conflicting information. Like the book that I have was recently published, like 2018, and it's out of date. Like what they're telling us to do, you can't do anymore. The IDE or whatever you use reformats it completely, or it doesn't work.
Yeah. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, like even when I'm building stuff, like based on a tutorial, it's all outdated, and so I have to reinstall all my packages, and then I have to go find my error messages to make it just to make it work. And I'm like, you know what?
Headache. It's worse than Android Studio. Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Sorry.
That's so funny. I was talking to the military spouse today that is that CTO of the cloud computing, and I said it's really typical to have a naked child running in the background.
Not here.
Go away.
I see nothing.
I gotta mute now. I gotta muting. Where's my mute?
So what does CTO stand for?
Chief Technology Officer. So if you're a CTO, oh hi, kids and babies. What a fun meeting. A CTO is typically someone that has a tech background that's familiar with working with large groups and knows they're typically an expert in the technology that company is using. You know what I mean? So the family, what's that? Family Pride one? That one actually has a really good message. Oh, you know what? Let's introduce Nicole. I think Nicole doesn't know everybody. Nicole, do you want to introduce yourself, and then we'll go around real quick and say hi to you?
Hi, yeah. I've got my son with me tonight. I'm single parenting tonight, so but I'm Nicole. I'm stationed at Vandenberg. My husband's active duty Air Force. I work for a higher ed tech company that's built on Salesforce. So I'm working part-time for them right now, and yeah, that's kind of the quick and dirty, but
Nice. And she's taking over, and Nicole's taking over Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria moved to Seattle.
Yeah, I think she's in Washington now.
Yeah, she's in Washington. So that's
Yeah.
where she is at. So thanks for joining us, Nicole. Okay, so the meeting was scheduled for 5:30, and I thought it was at 5. So I started at 5 o'clock. So you didn't miss much. We were just like talking about random things. And the hackathon. We're planning our second annual hackathon. Millie's completely distracted now. She's like, baby. We're planning a hackathon in Southern California. It's either going to be in San Diego, where Mercedes and I live, or it's maybe be at Disneyland because Carly's got a connection. So we might do it at Disneyland. We will see. We're hoping to do Disneyland because I think that would be kind of fun for a vacation / hackathon for the family. You could bring the whole family.
No families.
Mhm. Oh, you know what? Carly, introduce yourself to Nicole so she knows.
Hi, Nicole. I want to snuggle your baby. It's super cute. Not my baby because they need to just go away, but somebody else's baby. So, oh, you didn't hear that? That's my 10-year-old who's going on 18. Oh Lord, we're gonna have a fight here. Hi, Nicole. I'm one of the online leads, and I'm a student. I'm getting an associate's, I think, in computer applications programming. So I'm so sorry.
Punch me.
I may have. Sorry. It's been a crazy night. So I'm one of the online leads, and I help with the coffee and codes along with John and Autumn whenever she has a chance. And that's it. Anything else I can say?
No, that's great. Who wants to go next? Anybody? Bueller?
I'll be Bueller. So my baby is 20. My kids are 20 to 26. I get to see my baby coming up on Friday, so I'm pretty stoked about that. My name is Mercedes. I love babies and I love coding. I finally just got my responsive web design thing from Free Code Camp today. That's what you get when the hubs is TAD for all but 5 days of a month. You get your act together and sit down in front of a screen without him around. And I was part of the startup for the Northern Virginia chapter, and then the Navy had the nerve to give us PCS orders out here to San Diego, where I am here about, I don't know, 20 miles from Toam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm a noob. I'm a total computer noob. I'm an administrative person, got that down, but this coding stuff, yeah, we're working it.
Think of how you've gotten, Mercedes, after the last, year and a half now?
Yeah.
Isn't it incredible that you could build things now that there's a year and a half, if you just showed yourself, this is what you're going to be doing, you'd be like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I still may or may not want to show anybody what I've just built because it's kind of ugly as sin and looks like a newbie coder site, but that's okay because I built a newbie coder site, so yeah.
Who wants to go next? Who else is on here? 1, 2.
So what are we doing?
We're saying hi. We're introducing ourselves. Nicole is the new chapter lead in Vandenberg. She does Salesforce part-time, and she doesn't know anybody, so we're introducing ourselves.
Okay, then I'll go next. So
oh, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at Vandyland from 2008 until 2011, and then I came to Alaska. I am on the virtual chapter lead with Autumn and Alaska, and I'll be leaving Alaska. Go down to level 48. So yes.
Where are you at in Alaska? I actually went to college at the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
Oh, okay. So I was stationed right near there, and now I'm in Wasilla, which is closer to J-Bear.
Yeah. Great.
Mhm.
Who's going next? Millie, Linda, Anna?
Hello. I'm Millie. I am in Guam. I don't know what else. I'm still learning to code, and I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot in the past year. Has it been a year?
Yeah. Millie's a Facebook moderator too for us.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, that's something I do.
Although I am slacking on that, but yes. That is
And
one of
you
them.
recently got a new job.
Yes, I am working with Freedom Learning Group on a project that they're doing that ends in April. I think they're looking for a couple of more people to help out if anyone is interested.
What skill sets are they looking for, Millie?
Basically what it is just copy pasting code. Like the best way I can explain it. It's
Well,
literally-
that's how I code, actually, so hey.
Is it
Well, then
HTML? Is it HTML or is it in a language?
HTML. You're only they give you a Microsoft document and then you just copy that into Dreamweaver and that's it.
But you have to know what it means, though. You have to know what you're copying over, right?
No, well, you do have to know.
No.
You have to know like paragraphs and make lists and basic stuff.
Okay.
They give you snippets of like, say you need to do a video. You just copy paste the snippet and then just copy paste the link over.
And they call that a subject matter expert. They call that a SME.
Yep.
All right.
Really?
All right. Because some of their job postings say we would like a PhD level tenure professor, and you're like, okay, all right. So that's good to know. That is good to know, Millie. So if anybody is looking for maybe part-time work doing HTML, Millie is your inside hookup. And if something comes up, they'll ask Millie and they'll ask me first, and they'll say, "Do you have anybody?" And then we can go forward and refer you to them. Okay, Linda, I see you, so I'm going to call you up.
I'm Linda. I have my son being babysat by the TV over there. My husband's still like at work, so I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've technically run a chapter out here, but I really haven't gotten enough people like interested to like actually meet together. So I haven't really done much with that yet, and I'm very new to coding as well. So a little bit of Git and HTML, but that's about it. So I think that's it.
Linda's helping moderate our Facebook page and helping us update our website, which is gladly appreciated. Thank you very much. John helps us do our website too. So if that's something anybody is interested in, I love having people do stuff for me because I'm so busy. Who else did not introduce themselves? I think everybody. Oh, Anna. There you go.
Yeah, my name's Anna, and I'm located in Tucson, Arizona at Davis-Monthan. I do data management for Expedia, and so a lot of SQL every day. But I'm currently taking C# classes right now. So, and we also have a very small chapter, so we're just kind of getting started. But, yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Okay, that's the quick intro for everybody. So going back to what I was talking about, for some reason, Conrad keeps on sending military spouses who have companies that want to build tech platforms, and they're looking for people in those specific things. Like the Family Proud one was veteran. They're veterans, Navy veteran, Marine veteran, and they have a really good idea for a platform. It's peer-to-peer communication for families who have medical hardships. So it's like if, God forbid, my child had cancer and they post like latest experimental things that no one would know about, or you get advice from another mom or another dad or another family member that has gone through the exact same situation you have and what resources you used to get through TRICARE, because TRICARE is a monster. And it's a really nice platform. He uses Firebase and React. And I'm like, oh, good Lord. So Carly and I were talking about React, and we're just like, I like to know about things. I don't necessarily know if I'd ever use it or work in it, but I just want to know generally how it works. And I'm just baffled is the best word I could use. Is just baffling. So they're looking for people. They want to do an internship. They want to give someone an opportunity to do an internship, work with them, and see if this is something that would work for both parties. It'd be unpaid for the first quarter, and then you'd get the opportunity to be paid. And they literally will take anybody that could do 5 hours to like 40 or 1 hour, just people to help maintain it. Because the guys who are doing it, one's a Navy veteran and the other one's a Marine vet. Neither one of them are tech. They're not tech people. They're like administrative business people. So they have this platform, and I asked, how did your platform get built? And they got computer science grad students from San Diego State to build out their platform for them. And so now they need someone to maintain it, and they need a CTO, and they need internships, and they need tech leads that could eventually, but the good thing is that they already have hospitals that want to use their program. So they already have clientele, big clienteles like San Diego Rady's Children's Hospital, cancer specialist hospitals. Like they've talked about this, and they've done beta testing already for a hospital in San Diego. Anyways, they have people who want to use their platform, but they don't have a tech team to support, and they don't have a CTO, and they don't know any tech stuff. So they're looking for people, internships and a CTO or tech leads on a volunteer basis or salary equity blend. And I'm not exactly sure what that means for them, that they're getting funding, but they don't have funding yet. I'm not quite, or they've been approved for funding. I don't know. It's one of those, you're kind of not going to get paid until they have a platform they can launch, and other hospitals will start using it. And hospitals have money. You guys know this. So there's that.
So my thoughts on those being, as far as I am and things that I've read, I personally would not do that, just because, again, they've already gotten free labor, and I don't like verbal promises. I want it in writing. So I would not want any of you guys to jump on it. And if you're going to be CTO of something, that's a high title. You need to be paid up front before you start doing it.
He did say the CTO would be paid. He did say the CTO position would be paid. But I told him, I go, you need a very strong person that is an expert in React and in Firebase to lead your team.
Yeah.
You can't have an internship do that for you. You know what I mean? And those guys don't know better. They don't know what they don't know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So they have people like advising them. They got in like, there's like the YC Combinator kind of thing, but in San Diego, and they got accepted into it. So they have mentors to help them direct where they need to go, but they don't have the positions. And they know they need those positions, and they will pay. But they just, and I told them, I go, I would never send a newbie to you. I told them that. I said, I would never send someone new, because someone that has no experience helping you, you don't even know what they don't know. And they don't know what they don't know. And they would need a strong lead. So I was trying to explain that to him. Like, you're setting people up for failure if you don't have a tech team, a strong tech team lead in place. Because I've worked for a tech team where the lead did not have a technical background, and it was a disaster, because you try to explain things to them and they don't understand it. Why things can't work, or why this deadline's not going to make it. Or anyways, so there's that.
Do they have any documentation for their React and Firebase platform that was built by these grad students?
I do not know. I don't know. I don't know about that. You know what? Let me go back and read my notes.
I can say that now that I'm interning in the field, that I have an active job in the field. That whole situation is very scary.
Yeah.
Because, if I have a question, I refer to people who are way smarter and know so much more than me. And just the things that I've encountered just have blown my mind, and I've had no idea. They might end up having somebody just staring at a screen for days and not knowing what to do.
Like, I haven't personally gone through Firebase and React, but because of the way that I code. If it's something new, I just refer to the official documentation, but without having seen their actual code base. And if they don't have any idea about it, then I wouldn't feel comfortable jumping on it and saying, yeah, I'll be CTO. And if you're paying me, that's just a lot of stress and a lot of time that someone probably doesn't have to give to them.
They could waste a lot of money really quick.
And that's what I was trying to tell him. I'm like, you need to have a strong tech lead. You need to have, and then if someone interns for you and they get to the point where you feel like they can, be a viable employee, that's, I don't know where my notes are. Maybe it's in a different thing. But I told him I'll ask, but so far, no takers. So I think he needs to get funding, and then I think he needs to start paying. That's what I kind of told him too. I go, when you get your funding up and running and you could actually pay people, because I hate to ask people to work for free, even though it's a good experience. I don't like to ask people to work for free, especially if you're building something from the ground up, you know what I mean? Or if you're maintaining other people's code. Anyways, so that's that one guy.
Do they want somebody in person or remote? Oh, and so I ask because I'll consider it just because I know I could handle it, but I want to know that they have an understanding of their code base and they really understand that it'll take time and it won't be, hey, overnight you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I try to explain to them that too. Like, I have to give you I'll give you his email, okay?
Okay.
John, I'll send you his email, and then you could get some more information from him. And I might have been leaving things out because I talked to him a while ago, and that I don't remember all the details. It was a really long call, so I usually take notes, and I can't find them. Anyways, yeah, I'll send you his information, and we'll write this down real quick. Okay, second company. I talked to Michelle. She's with Cloud Contracts. This is a really interesting one, actually, because I'm not familiar with government contract bidding, but it's a big space and it's lucrative. So she essentially sets up, it's a CRM that helps businesses bid for government contracts. So, and the government knows what they need, and they have different projects, different timelines, and people have to apply. She has an inside loop, or I don't know how exactly, or she's got a platform where she pulls everything, and she uses Salesforce. And I don't know anything about Salesforce. She uses Salesforce to get this information to her clients. She doesn't have very many people. She's a consultant, actually, for government contract bidding. So she helps companies get government contract biddings. And when you get a government contract, it could be $100,000, it could be $1 billion. It just depends on what you're doing for the government. So she helps people get those so she gets money. Right now she's making money on her consulting business, helping companies consult to get government contracts. I hope I'm saying that right. And then she's hoping to build a platform where people pay a subscription to her platform to get the latest information. And it's a CRM that helps organize your projects with the objectives already put in based on the government bidding. Does that make sense? I don't know if I explained all that correctly, but I don't know anything about it, so I was asking her to explain it to me. But she wants to build she doesn't know if she wants to build a new platform using AWS, and she doesn't even know what AWS is. So she's just hearing advice from people, and I said, okay, you can't just start a new platform if you know nothing about it. You need to talk to people who work in both. She's using Salesforce, but it's limited. It's not doing what she wants it to do, and it doesn't have the features she wants. And she doesn't know enough coding, and I don't know how Salesforce works, like how you code out new features. If it's easy to add stuff, I actually have no clue. I've never done anything in Salesforce.
What kind of stuff are you hoping to add?
Okay, so I can't remember.
Like, I'm trying to add like a community page, like where her clients can go to access information and connect with her. And
she's got a community page.
Okay.
She does. So I was telling her, I think a good idea, and she uses Salesforce, and they've customized it to the best of their ability right now to what they have. But she feels like there's stuff that's lacking, and she told me what she knows what she's lacking, but I don't know what that was. And then she told me she's considering building a brand new platform, like reinventing the wheel. And I said, you know what? I don't think that's necessary because there's a lot of people who've already built CRMs like Salesforce and use AWS. You need to talk to someone that has experience in both of them and the pros and cons. And because if you have someone build a brand new platform, you could parse data out from Salesforce and use it on AWS. I was trying to explain to her like the different things you could do, but I don't know anything about Salesforce to tell her. I know AWS stuff, but I don't know Salesforce stuff. So I told her you should talk to someone that knows both and ask them why should you not, and see the benefits, and then talk to an AWS sales consultant and tell them this is what I want and this is what I need. How much would it cost? You know what I mean? And if it's cheaper than Salesforce, because she's saying Salesforce is expensive and she doesn't use all the features. That's another thing.
Yeah, Salesforce is expensive for sure.
Mm-hmm. And she sells out commercial licenses as well. So the 20 users that she currently has, she sells commercial Salesforce license to those people. That's what it is. But they are in Chicago. She's in Illinois. She's Air Force, military spouse. But that's another thing. She's got the same problem. She doesn't know technology, and she doesn't know what she doesn't know. You know what I mean? She knows that what she wants, but she doesn't know how to get it or build it. And she needs someone to help advise her in that sense. So she went to an Operation Code meetup in wherever she's at. Or no, her co-founder did in Seattle. And they told her, you need to switch over to AWS and da-da-da. I'm like, no, don't switch platforms. You need to find someone, you need to talk about what you want and see if you could do it with Salesforce. And she was like, I talked to a Salesforce consultant. They customized something for her. She did stuff, but she just wants to know, but it doesn't have everything she wants.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But she wants a CTO as well. She would like a CTO.
Can you
like eventually Salesforce, or she would like a support team depending on the platform she chooses. It may be Salesforce, maybe AWS. And I told her she should research and not just try to build a new platform.
So can you pass her email to me too? Only because I keep getting people who ask me questions and I have given them pretty good advice. Like somebody that I was in the block program with way back when, she'd asked me to help her figure out which way she should go with her platform that she's building. I told her, you need to go to the conference that you're going to, you need to ask questions and build a team. And she's like, okay, well, I'll do that. And I'm waiting for her to actually get back with me. But I think people like me to advise them, and I've been pretty good at it, only because I'm willing to do the research and read the nitty-gritty documentation. So I'll talk to her about it, and maybe I can help her get on her way.
And I was telling her that she needs to go to a Salesforce and an AWS meetup conference and talk to people there too. Because, and since she doesn't know tech lingo, she doesn't, you know, it's like, it's hard to pick a new technology if you don't understand it and you don't understand why you're using it. And if people are just like, oh, AWS is great, you're like, but why? You know, like, and I was trying to explain to her why AWS is great, because I do know about that. But I told her, you need to don't necessarily build a new platform. Like building a new platform is, she says she could find the users and the clientele. She'll have people that will go into it. She just needs to have it what she needs it to do. So I will email you both those people. And she would like a CTO as well. And she would like a support team eventually, and she would like to hire from the military community, specifically MilSpouses. She would like to give MilSpouse jobs. So that's another mission for her too. And that is all I have, guys. That was kind of I thought it'd be short, but that actually had a lot of stuff. Do you guys want to go around and talk about things that you need help with or questions you guys have? Anybody? Does anybody have anything?
Carla, do you have anything besides what you wrote in the Slack channel?
No, I don't think so. No, John and I are going to, I'll just verbalize it. We're going to do a kind of like an open forum. Hey, you got any coding questions, or you just want to talk to somebody? You've got a question with your code. How does this database work? You know, this sort of thing. We're going to just do an open forum. CNC. And it might be just a filler every now and then, if we can't get a speaker or a special engagement or something like that, we'll fill that in. My husband actually said he would speak on cybersecurity since he works in the field and he has masters and he's a professor. So John and I figured, hey, it might be a good resource. So there is a lot he can talk about. He gives, he speaks to other organizations on a regular basis, especially those who, like in CISSP, who have the certification to maintain the certifications. So he gives speaking engagements regularly. We are still looking for other speakers. If anybody has an idea, or maybe somebody they know who might want to help me or just talk to our members, just let John and I know.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys have been following up, our latest speaker for March, we have decided not to have her participate for March. We have told her thanks, but no thanks. We will not be having her speak to our group. I feel like our brand is very important and that we need to really hold true to what we believe in, is being supportive, being friendly and being helpful. And we just felt like her comment was not any of those. So she was off our brand, and we're just like, because Autumn actually sent it to me. And as soon as I read it, I'm like, no, no, I'm like, we'll take it to the group. And if everybody feels the same, then we know, because Autumn thought she was overreacting. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, send it to the group, but I'm already a no, but I'll go with the group. And if they want her to talk, then let's go for it. But everybody else agreed. So she's a no. And then we're going forward. I don't know how to explain this. Like, I really like people who are in the military community, and she was not a military member. She's an outside source, which is good because sometimes it's nice to have an outside view, but they're not part of our tribe. You know what I mean? They don't understand PCSing. They don't understand not finding a job. They don't understand that they have to work remote. It's a different world for them, and it's not their reality. Do you know what I mean? So for them to speak, they give good tips, but I just don't think sometimes it applies to our members, because they don't stay in the same city for more than 2 years or 3 years. That's not normal. You don't stay in the same area for more than 3 years, if ever. So for her to be like, oh, you make contacts, connections, or I didn't even hear her talk, but do you know what I mean? I just feel like she's not relatable. I didn't hear her talk. So I just don't know if she relates to us or our members, but I like to have our guest speakers, if possible, be part of the military community. Not a requirement, just really nice to have.
If we can have the ladies at Microsoft, they were fabulous. They were so good. That was awesome. So
and the Microsoft people, one of them was a military spouse. She was a military spouse, and I really liked that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you got connections, ask. Make those connections. Do what you can.
When are you guys, John and Carly, when is the next open CNC? When are you guys planning to do this?
Well, we were going to do it sometime in March.
Was it March 13th, I think? I think
we were going to just do a Wednesday open forum.
Okay. Do I need to advertise for that?
Yeah, I haven't put anything together yet.
Okay. Just tell me and I'll start.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you're ready.
Absolutely.
Okay. And if you guys, Nicole or Anna, or who else is on here? If you guys want to post your meetings, just tell John, and he will add your event to our website, and then I will send it out on our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, to advertise for you guys. Leah in Germany just had one, and it did really well. It looked like it performed really well. So we're happy. That's good. Okay, guys, that's all I have, unless anybody else wants to talk about anything they're working on. No? Okay. Good meeting, guys. Oh, we have to plan our next meeting. Let's look at calendars. My March calendar. My kids have spring break March 25th through the 29th, so that week is out for me.
I have no idea when my kids' spring break is. Probably not till April.
My spring break is from the 11th to the 15th, so I'm open that week, and I'm open the week after, the 18th to the 22nd.
Oh, you guys are doing your CNC on the 13th. Is that too much to have 2 meetings in one day? Is it a morning one or a night one?
We'll probably do after in midday for me, but I think we haven't really narrowed that down. Probably Wednesday. Shoot, if it's a Wednesday, I can't because I got work.
Oh, okay.
Because I work now. We haven't narrowed that down yet.
Okay, I guess we'll do that. All right.
Yeah, we got to talk about that one.
Okay.
I'm open that week to March 11th through the 14th. I'm off those 4 days, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 13's out. How's the 12th or the 14th? Do those work okay?
Is that for the chapter leading meeting, you mean?
Yeah, chapter leader meeting.
I can do either day.
Anybody have a no-go on the 12th or the 14th? Any preference?
I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm okay. There is a conference here. I think I have to go to a reception one of those 2 nights, maybe the 12th, but I can watch the recording. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay. Let's just say Thursday, March 14th.
Okay.
And then 5 o'clock. I don't know why I did 5:30 this time. But let's do 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So March 14th.
Okay.
Next is a March CL meeting. And hopefully we have statuses on Millie, Freedom Learning Group, sponsorship. And Carly, some Disneyland. It's 2 weeks. That might not be enough time for you, but hopefully. And then Mercedes, hopefully we will get some information back on when we're going to start our
I will re-engage with the USO and see what's up with them. And yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to do an intro for the first meeting. It's just going to be hey, come find out what we're about, what we've got available, and our options. Bring your computer if you want, but no obligation. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So March 14th, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and I think that's 10:30 Guam time. 11 Guam.
So you're gonna do on the hour.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Okay.
Put it on your calendars now, and I'll send you guys a meeting invite probably tomorrow or sometime soon.
What am I asking? Am I asking Nathan or Amy?
Both. Either.
Okay.
Whoever you have a better relationship with. You know. Tell them that we have a hackathon. And you know what? In the hackathon community, there's kind of like a prospectus that you could send to them, kind of outlining what we do for the hackathon. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Somewhere and send it to you. Okay? And then you can send it to them and say, would you be interested in sponsoring or partnering or something? And we could put them we'll put it on our banner like Freedom Learning Group, you know. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. So those are the things I need to do. Send John contacts, schedule this, Millie partnership work. Okay. Got it. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks.